Hello, YouTube. And today, I'm going to talk about a thing I've been wanting to talk about, and I really want to talk about. The PS4 has just been announced. Yeah, kind of late. So, PS4 was announced, and it's on the 22nd, 21st, 20th? Yeah, I really have no idea. I think it was either the 20th. Yep, it was the 20th. So, on the 20th of February, the PS4 was announced. There was a lot of things that was announced that kind of baffled me. I mean, I'm really excited, but just some of it. For example, it's not that I hate the system. I mean, look. You see that? It's PS3. I've also played the PS1, played the PS2, played the PS3, played the PSP, played the PS Vita. I like PlayStation. So, one of the things that kind of baffled me was the fact that the controller has no start and select. How can you make a controller without start and select? It's ridiculous. How could you pause the game out like you need the turn and you're like, hang on. So you're like playing a game like, darn, I love this game now. What a great idea, fighting goblins. Awesome. Oh, I need a toilet. Let's hit pause it. Share options. Oh. Well, I'll have to get killed while I poop. So that's the sort of situation that I'm talking about. How can you... Maybe you do the thing with the touchpad, because there's also a touchpad on the front. So it'll be like... maybe you can do touchpad as well. So maybe you can do a thing on the touchpad, this way for start, this way for selected. I don't know. I just thought it was a pretty rubbish decision. You could put the share on the back. You could do start and select here. Who cares about an options? Well, no one needs that. But let's talk about the share button. It's actually pretty interesting. Well, you could press the share button. I'm not sure if you press it and it starts recording, or you press and then you press it again and it stops recording, or maybe it's recording you the whole time. And you just press share to capture that moment. So you're gonna. But you can also share really long videos, and that's handy because when I make videos, I just film the screen, and yeah, that's what I do. I film the screen, and I just see how it ends out. If it's blurry, can't do anything about that. But now that you can film the screen at the OS level, and you don't actually have to buy anything, well, that's good. It's really good. But well, I'm wondering, will it do it in HD? Will it do it in HD? I don't know. I hope so, and it also films your face so you can... Hello, yeah. So, that's pretty interesting. And people can comment while you're filming, because you can do a live stream to YouTube or PlayStation. I know, I never watched the whole conference. I just watched some of it. So, next thing. Let's go with the games. There's some pretty interesting things that sound quite cool. Knack, which I just said while I was playing it. Where you go to sleep, I was I love this game, Knack. So Knack, it's a game where you fight goblins. It's a huge robot guy. He's just this little cute guy, and then all this metal stuff comes in, and he turns into a huge gargantuan, Godzilla thing. Mecha Godzilla! I don't know why I did that. So, sorry that I keep looking at this direction. Just say, here's the screen. The screen is here that I'm looking at. and the camera is like there. So when I'm looking at the screen, I'm like looking away. But when you see, it's distracting, very distracting. But so you see the so he fights this goblin guy, and there's watchdogs where he invade people's privacy. But you get to control the city. Say you're like being chased by a policeman. You run away. Oh, let's control a train. So yeah, you get to control trains. You get to invade people's privacy. And it's not like when the game starts, you don't start with any mission. It just starts the game. And I don't think there is any missions in it. There might be some side quests. But I think what happens is it just one huge thing. There is no levels, just the world unravels. Because I saw a little gameplay thing, and a guy is like walking around, and he just randomly looks at someone, and then they walk to what happened again? I think they walked to like between the buildings, and then she wanted to get something, and then the guy threatened her with a gun. Then the guy you play as comes out with a gun and shoots the guy who's trying to kill her with a gun, and then there was a big chase scene. And he controls a train and goes away. So that sounds pretty interesting. Then there's a Killzone Shadowfall. Now I'm not a first-person shooter kind of person. 007 Legends and GoldenEye Reloaded, fun games, but just not my kind of game. I like Ratchet and Clank. Not this new, not Q-Force. I'm telling you now, I don't like. Oh, my eyes are warm. I do not like Q-Force very much. It's just kind of. It's just something, you know, that I don't like. It's just not got the same things that all the Ratchet and Clank is. I love you. No, so then there's Killzone Shadowfall, where I watched that too, even though I'm not very interested in it. So you play, everyone's like, "Oh, come here, sir, come here." Then the building blows up, and then you're in this like place with all the dust in the air, and you're shooting people, and the graphics. Let me tell you about the. Oh, by the way, Infamous Second Son is like a game. Where it's like Infamous. I liked Infamous. Infamous is a good game. Yeah, Infamous was quite a good game. Very interesting. And it's the only 16 I've played. Yeah, so, I don't know why I'm like, talking about all this. I'm getting off track here. So, Infamous Second Son. I like the first Infamous. Very fun. Very interesting idea, like how you can take control of things. Second one, I wish I could play that. It looked so much fun than the first. You could, because I was watching our brother play it, but he wouldn't let me. Because you got to pick up cards and just like get a person. You were like, and you whack them with the card. Keep them whacking them with the card. Die! Yeah. So it'll be interesting with a new Infamous game. So like, I don't think it's the old guy anymore. But let's go over the graphics. Now there was a jump between PS1 and PS2. Quite a big jump, the graphics area. Jump between PS2 and PS3, gigantic. The jump between PS3 and PS4 though isn't as big as before. It's just the graphics was astounding on the PS3. This whole cell processor crap made it hard for the developers to do, because that's why like all the like Black Ops and stuff. Not that I play it, because as I said, I don't like first-person. Don't like first-person shooters. There was games like Black Ops, which they were good on the Xbox. Everyone loved them on the Xbox, but then there was the PS3 version, which graphics area wasn't as good because the cell processor was a pain in the butt to program for it. But now they've improved their internal hardware with an AMD thing, I think. So now it'll be much easier. As easy as it is for PCs, which is quite easy once you learn what to do. So, regarding the graphics, it's not as big as a jump, but it's definitely a jump nonetheless. Because, like, what I really liked is the part on that trailer thing where just the camera, the bit on that trailer thing where you see, which I think they played at the end of the thing, and on IGN it's called Everything PS4 in 1.5 minutes. On the PlayStation channel on YouTube, like, it's just called PlayStation 4, and it shows a few of the games with some awesome music. And so on that, the bit with like the hammer, and there was all the fire and the lava and stuff, and the bit where he smashed the hammer down, it looked awesome. I loved that, and I was like, I showed it to my mom and dad because it was awesome. So, what else can I talk about regarding let's talk about the social things. Now, I already said the share button, how you get to share stuff with the share button. But, there's other stuff, like, well, since Sony bought Gaikai, and now they've got stuff on the cloud, and they're doing the PlayStation 4 thing, apparently the download speed is going to be awesome, you know? It's awesome. It's going to be, like, really fast, I believe. Like, like, the PS3 was absolutely crap when, at least for me, and I've got fiber optic broadband. It's fast for me. The internet's fast. And it was okay on the PS Vita. I guess they improved that. But with the PS3, it was a lot of crap. I downloaded a 300 meg PS1 game for my PS Vita, which was actually Spyro 3, the first game I ever played. So that was 300 meg. An update for a PS3 game, 400 meg. Oh, by the way, 300 meg game took 8 minutes. You know how long the 400 meg game took? 400 meg update took? Over an hour. Seriously, it took over an hour. 400 meg. Why is that so hard? But, yeah. So, now they say that the PS4 online thing is the fastest online broadband type thingy in the world. So that's good. It'll be interesting to see like how much it can get better than the PS Vita, because the PS Vita was good regarding the download speed. Because where is it? Where did I even put it? I don't know where I put it, but I might want to mention Sony. This sucked. So, PS Vita speed was fast, so the PS4 being faster, that's awesome. And you can also like on Steam when you're downloading games, you can it starts downloading and it gets to a point and you can play it before it's actually finished. Now that's quite interesting. I like the sound of that because I got Gary's mod on my laptop, and yeah, it was pretty good. Quite liked it. How the fact where you could play it before it's actually finished. So that's quite interesting. Furthermore, when you're playing a game, apparently they're watching you. I find the social aspect to it is kind of creepy, because like the people who are making the game are watching your every move, and they could do anything they want in the game. Like, this is kind of good in a way, but I think it's just kind of creepy how they're watching you. I mean, you're on, like, once again using Knack as an example, you're on Knack, you're fighting some goblins, and there's this door you can't get past, and you don't know, and you're like, oh, how do I get, and it opens, and you're like, how did I do that? Well, yeah, so that's pretty creepy. But also, what's quite good about it is that if you're playing, once again, you're playing on it. Wow, Knack. What an interesting idea. What a very interesting idea. Darn, how do I get past this door? but it doesn't open because people are watching you, what happens is you're like, I'm gonna ask my friend, friend, could you help me with this? And then the one that defend the arc, just as an example, I say, could you, he's not in the room, but say he's online, and I say, could you help me with this? And he can just take control of the game, and he can get past that door for me and say thanks, and I can continue playing. Now that's a pretty interesting concept. I quite like the sound of that, because there's a lot of games that I got stuck on. I recently got Oddworld Munch's Odyssey HD. It is relentless. So, more stuff about the PS4. It sounds quite interesting, but let's talk about the controller. I've talked about the share button and option button and stuff, but take this. It looks like your average PlayStation controller. It's just got that PlayStation feel. Now you take that and you turn it into this. Now, hang on, that sound is so weird. Right, is that okay? Okay. So, the first thing I noticed about this new design of the controller is the trigger buttons. Now, that may not be the first thing that you noticed, but it's the first thing that I noticed. As you can see, they're all kind of weirdly shaped. Now, that may be for what, I don't know what the reason is, but they say they've improved the trigger buttons, because that's what I didn't like about the PS3, because I sat on the table and the trigger buttons went down accidentally. So they've improved that, and there's a little light bar which is for, it's got the PlayStation Move type thing. So if you look at the front, you can see that you might be able to see the graphics of the picture that I'm showing you is kind of bad. But if you look at it closely, there's a share button and an options button where the start and select one should be. Now that's a pretty stupid decision. I think they should have put the share button on the back, and options button don't even need to be there. They could have been options, start, select. But then there's the touchpad, which maybe that's how you start and select. You swipe on it. I've already said that, but then if you look at the analog sticks, they're a bit shaped differently to get a better feel. So that's be a decision, but okay. Then well, that's about it. That's the little bits they hold though. With at the bottom, they're quite a bit fatter. But that's pretty much the controller. So that's kind of the controller for you. And that's kind of what it does, so yeah, I'm not sure what else there is to talk about the PS4. Hang on, let me think. Okay, I had to think for a minute, and I didn't know what else to talk about it, because I haven't watched the video in a while, but just to give you a little outro, here is what I will present to you.
What we're trying to create are things that people have never experienced, magical moments that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives.
I would like to make a small addition to the team.